Hello my crafty friends, it's Lesley Oman from Hungry Heffy Crafts, and I'm really excited to be sharing with you guys another card making video, and this time I'm featuring Chibitronics, this cute card which incorporates some LEDs so it can light up, but I am also giving you guys the chance to win this Chibitronics starter kit. That's right, it's giveaway time. In this kit, kindly donated by Chibitronics themselves, it gives you everything that you need to get started. You have lights, copper tape, you have the little batteries, and most importantly a little book which gives you lots of instructions and guidelines on how to get started. So I'll be telling you a little bit later on how you can enter this giveaway. But for me, I have planned out my card today. I've cut out a frame using a mama elephant die with some watercolor cardstock, and I've also cut a similar size square from some plain white cardstock as well. And this is what I tend to do. I want to build my circuit on the plain white cardstock, but then build my frame on top of that. As well as those, I have used this same square die to cut out a couple of scraps, and I'm going to be building up some layers for my card with mountains and a little sea. I've also cut out of a white and a black card this Lawn Fawn snowy backdrop die, and that's going to help me create this beautiful starry night sky. I've coloured in Nessie, and I've taped together with washi tape my black and white snowy backdrop die and figured out where I want my moon to be, and then I have traced in the inside of that moon where that will lay on my background. That's because I want a yellow light to shine in the place of the moon. In between my black and my white layer, I'm putting down a piece of vellum. This will help diffuse the light, and the reason I've put the black cardstock in there is so that the light doesn't shine through the card, it only shines through the holes. Let's move over to the circuit now. I know that I want my battery to be on the bottom left because that's where my Nessie is, and that will be my switch. I have got two lights that I want to put onto my project, a white one and a yellow one, and I need to put down 2 strips of copper tape. As you can see from the sketchbook on the left, I'm creating a parallel circuit. So one line I'm drawing will connect the negative side of the battery to the negative side of the light, both the white one and the yellow one, and that's the pointy side of the triangular light. I'll also need another line of copper tape to connect the positive side of my battery, and it will connect the longer side of my triangle. And I find it easier when I mark my project with a pencil so I can see which side will be the positive and which will be the negative. Now I've added down here just a spare piece of copy paper, and that's to help me create a longer length of copper tape that I can then bend over the top of my battery to connect to the upper side, the side that's facing up like this. So let's stick this down with a little glue. And then for my copper tape, it does actually tell you in the book that if you want to get a little bit more use out of your tape, you can split the tape in half lengthways. And I recommend this if you want to get a little bit more mileage out of your copper tape. When you're turning around the corners, I recommend that you bend it back, give it a little pinch, and then bend it forward. It's really important that you don't pull too hard because you can rip the tape with your fingernails. So you don't want to accidentally rip it. It's really important so that the current flows along the tape, that it is intact. So this longer one here, I'm putting down the length of the copy paper, and I use my fingernail to burnish all the tape in place before placing my LEDs on top. So now I can place my battery with a negative side down and bend this piece of paper over the top to connect the circuit. When I'm building my circuits, I do like to test it as I go along, just to make sure that I know that everything is in place. Sometimes you need to give it a little bit of a burnish, whether with your fingernail or indeed with a bone folder, and that helps all the connections touch really nicely and complete the circuit. To stick my battery in place, I like to add 2 little dots of liquid glue so that it doesn't interfere with the connection between the battery and the copper tape. Now just behind the moon, because the vellum is there, you can actually see through, and I don't want to see the light like that, so I'm taking another piece of copy paper with a punched a hole in it and covered up my circuit so just the light shines through, and this helps disguise the circuit behind the moon. To help me build a switch, I've added 3 layers of foam tape to either side of my battery. This way, when I add this positive tape over the top, it can be stuck down on either side of the battery, but you can press in the middle to connect the circuit. Now I'm adding 2 layers of foam tape all the way around the outside, plus I'm adding 2 little circles around my yellow light so the yellow light doesn't bleed into the stars. Now let's add some ink to these other elements so that I can assemble everything together. And I've put a mask over my vellum moon while I ink up my starry night sky. When I'm happy with all my inking, I can layer these up one on top of the other, and I'm just using some tape runner for this. I don't want any extra dimension because there's already enough behind this panel. And then I'm going to add some little snowy mountain tops and place this on top of my circuit. I'm sticking this onto a square card blank and putting my inked panel on top, and I'm adding another layer of just some blue vellum before sticking my frame on top to finish off my scene. Last but not least, of course, little Nessie needs to go right in here, and when you press his belly or his back, it lights up the sky. To finish off, I'm using some clear glitter pen. This is the Wink of Stella glitter brush marker to add some glitter to the night sky. Now that the card is done, let's talk a little bit more about the giveaway. To be in with a chance to win, there are a couple of ways that you can enter this giveaway competition. First of all, you can leave a comment on the YouTube video below. You can also visit me on my blog, Hungry Heffy Crafts. Find the blog post for this giveaway and leave a comment there. And on Instagram and Facebook, if you find the photos relating to this card, and leave a comment and be sure to tag a friend as well. The more that you share and spread the word about this giveaway, the more chances that you get to win the competition. Yes, it is also open worldwide as well. So, good luck everyone! Thank you so much for watching this video. Here's some more videos that you may like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to make sure that you don't miss any of my other videos as soon as they're released. You can also leave me a like and a comment down here, and don't forget to follow me on social media at Hungry Heffy. I'll see you there. Have a great day and happy crafting! Bye!